Hello there everyone, my name is Nasrallo and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Guys, Bitcoin, look at this candle. Starts to move to the downside. Can you say that it's crashing? Well, kind of, a little bit. But guys, what is the reason here? Well, the reason is that we actually just saw very bad news to come out. And in this video, I'm gonna tell you all about it. So stick around, watch this video from the beginning and until the end, guys. I absolutely urge you. And then we're gonna come back to the price chart and talk about the price targets and whether I just exited my long trade and whether I'm going short. I'm gonna explain everything in detail in just a second. And also, a lot of you guys were asking me if I'm also investing in other projects except for like Bitcoin, Ethereum, like something big. Do I also go into meme coins and stuff? I don't really go into meme coins that very much, but as I promised you in the comments that I will show you some of the projects if I'm investing into something that is just getting listed, etc. And one of the things that you might want to take a look at, something that I personally invested in, again, not financial advice, just what I'm personally doing myself, and also what we've done at Crowell Ventures. Also check out Crowell Ventures, go to crowellventures.com. This is early stage crypto investing, and the recent project we invested in is actually TENET right here. And TENET basically is really, right now is very tough to find any good project that shows any performance because of the bear market, because of liquidity, etc. But some of the projects stand out, and these are the ones that we're investing in. We've analyzed like 300 projects and we invested in 6. So this is one of the projects, and this is basically gives you the opportunity to build on the most secure blockchain supported by a distributed basket of LSDs backing a native stablecoin. So you can go to TENET.org and check them out and exactly what they do and read about them in more detail. The TENET implements diversified proof of stake, restake your staked assets to validate smart contract network secured by omni-chain governance, and it's primarily for LSDs. So everything here is really interesting. I found it, personally, I found it to be really interesting. And the roadmap that they have is quite substantial, and the things they're going to be doing as well. But again, not financial advice. If you're interested, you can check them out. Now, let's get to the news and about the market and about Bitcoin is what you guys are most interested in. And certainly, if you're interested in these kinds of tokens I also invest in, let me know that in the comments. If you want to co-invest together with us in Crowell Ventures, for example, then also go to crowellventures.com. And now, let me show you something. So first things first, Germany officially enters the recession. This is pretty bad. As we spoke about this before, that I don't think that it's going to be getting any better in terms of the traditional economic situation, especially in the United States. And that's why I'm going to just cut it down to the chase. The worst piece of it is actually PCE. And to be honest, just inside of my heart, I somehow expected this. So what do we saw? I told you about this before. So that today is a very important day for the inflation. So the PCE, it was supposed, the previous was 4.6, forecast was 4.6, actual came in at 4.7. So guys, inflation has gone up, not down. And you remember that the banking sector has already started failing, right? You remember this. So, and the inflation isn't going down, it's going up. So this is really bad. So, and for this reason, we actually see this volatility and this small wick to the downside. But now, is this a good enough reason for us to exit our long trade on Bitcoin? Or should we actually double down on our long trade? Well, let's get to the end of this video. Everything, the whole context, your understanding of how I see the market sentiment and narrative is very important. So besides this, because again, this is pretty bad, let's take a look at this right here. This is also, it can be taken as something bad and as something good as well. So Ron DeSantis tells Elon Musk that Bitcoin will die if Joe Biden is re-elected. So Ron DeSantis actually is running for president in the United States right now, and he said in one of his interviews, I'm not going to pull it up, I'm not going to bore you to death, but basically he said that if Democrats win again, then with all the legislation and everything that they're doing and how anti-crypto they are, they could kill Bitcoin. But let's be honest, can they really kill Bitcoin? The answer is no, because we were saying China opening up and the rest of the world, the only place where they are anti-crypto is pretty much United States at this point. So they can make it suffer a bit, yes, kind of squeeze the liquidity, yes. Can they kill it? No. So that's the reason why I see this as a positive. But also why I see this as a positive is because if somebody like Ron DeSantis becomes the next president of the United States. And there actually are a lot of people who are running for president right now, and a lot of them are pro-Bitcoin. So to be honest, any one of those pro-Bitcoin people, especially Ron DeSantis, if one of those people win, and I really doubt that Joe Biden is going to win. I think Joe Biden is going to lose, but whatever. So I'm staying apolitical. So I think that if this is going to happen, and something is telling me that really we're going to see a pro-Bitcoin president in the United States, this is going to be mega huge. Now the next thing, what I want you to pay attention to is what smart money is doing. And look, Robert Kiyosaki, Rich Dad Poor Dad, says that US is bankrupt. Buy Bitcoin. Like, buy Bitcoin. So not financial advice, but that's like, we've discussed this already. And this is the issue with the debt ceiling. At this point, US as a business, or like if you would have been one of those people, you know, with a credit card, and it's the same thing as you max it out, and instead of paying it and changing your habits, you call the bank saying, listen guys, increase the limit. Same shit. So US is practically bankrupt for many years already. So they're just sustaining it through this debt ceiling increases, which is stupid. But this is an advertisement for Bitcoin. So the same thing as potentially inflation. Like once we understand, once we have this aha moment for Bitcoin, I think it's going to decouple from S&P and everything else. So now one more interesting piece of news. Remember, everybody says Bitcoin is outdated piece of garbage, the oldest, the slowest. They don't understand what Lightning Network is, I suppose. But anyway, look at this. Bitcoin Network's first ever BRC20 stablecoin was launched, called Stably USD. So now there are stable coins being issued on BRC20, which is Bitcoin Network, which is crazy. So Bitcoin itself is actually evolving. Guys, this is insane. So I like this more, and I care more about this than, to be honest, this stuff right here, in my opinion, is terrible for S&P 500 and for traditional assets, not for Bitcoin. Short-term volatility, yeah, just like we were saying right now, there is a small shock and we're going down a little bit, and S&P 500 hasn't opened yet, so there is no momentum in S&P. Oh well, look, there is something. I guess this is pre-market. So on Bitcoin, let's go to the bigger chart. And where are my drawings? Okay, there they are. Took me forever. So for now, our target stays the same in a short-term perspective, because we broke down this wedge. The target is $25,000 right here, guys. Not more, not less. This is where I want to add to my long trade. Even if on these bad news, you know, on this cascading liquidations of like traditional assets and, you know, stagflation, etc., all this bad stuff, if you're going to go down to something like 23K, so be it. I'm going to keep adding to my long trade. I'm going to give it more money, because I know that this is betting on future. And everything else is outdated and it's time for it to go. Satoshi created Bitcoin back in 2008. when the financial crisis happened. And this was the day when everything should have changed. But I guess us as humankind, we're just stupid. We're slow and we need time to digest and to transition. It's always like this. Big changes don't happen at an instant, unfortunately. Otherwise, we would have been a much superior species out there in the universe. So anyways, guys, I'm not closing my long trade. I'm staying long, and I'm going to keep you guys updated. So subscribe, hit that notification bell. And certainly, guys, if you're interested in trading at the same exchange that I'm trading, then go down in the description of this video and join Bybit. This is the exchange that will give you up to $30,000 in initial deposit bonuses. Also, you can win Audemars Piguet Diver Watch, which is worth $30,000. Also get famous trading education, and all deposited users get access to my Crypto Signals community for absolutely free. And there is a link to it down in the description of this video. There's 40,000 traders in there, and we're doing exceptionally well. So if you want these insane bonuses and trade on a platform that doesn't have any stupid fat about it, that is big and safe and has proof of reserves, then Bybit is for you. And there is a link to it down in the description of this video. And check out this quick tutorial as to how to, or right here, this tutorial as to how to trade Bitcoin on Bybit in a smart way with proper trading strategies. And as always, peace and love. Thomas Crollo. Stay smart, stay rich, and I'll see you next video. Bye-bye.